All right, we'll see how Mark Ogo, editor-in-chief, African Watch Network, analyzing some of the biggest stories of the day. Thank you for hanging on there. So you were talking about, yes, so can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mark?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I needed to continue your thought there. So how this marriage is going to work out, perhaps it's going to be a litmus test for the NLC. Like you said, they've woken up. Let's hope that perhaps in your word, I mean, they are waking up from their slumber. But again, this also put pressure on the Tinubu administration. I mean, 2 months into office, it's too early for some people will say.
Well, in every country, you always have this kind of threats that if you do not follow the bargain we have had in the past, definitely we are going to strike back, and that is what the Nigerian Labour Congress are doing right now. I commend their effort because Nigerians are suffering seriously. The economy is not smiling at anybody at all. As I talk to you, I am in my state, Delta State. I was shocked that they were coming all the way from Lagos to Delta. The roads were all scanty, and I was asking my brother. I said, "This one that the roads are scanty, it means people are no longer traveling," and that is the reality. To tell you that. Nigerians are really, they've put Nigerians in a very difficult situation that the government of the day needs to do something to remedy the situation. The Nigerian Labour Congress, yes, they've said they are going on strike on August 2nd, but I can assure you that maybe a day to that protest, maybe there might be a court injunction telling them not to proceed for strike. So Nigeria is a very funny, peculiar country that all manners of means of truncating people's wishes is always a problem. So for me, I don't see the success of the strike, because in the past we saw in the past we see what happens, because because the Nigerian Labour Congress have naturally defined what comradeship is all about. Because if you're a comrade, you stand and fight till the last minute. They will go for a meeting, they won't reach any agreement, and then they will come back, and then the next thing again, they go back, going back and front.
Okay. So
patriots work hard to ensure that their own agitations are not just thrown into the dustbin. That's what we have seen in all the negotiations they've had. They've not had any concrete agreement with the federal government of Nigeria. So if they say they're going on strike, I wish them well. But we as a citizen, we must play our role. We must tell the government of the day that we need a country that all of us will be happy, not a country of hardship, difficulties. And if we continue to toe on that part, then there's going to be a serious problem. Look at what happened in court 2 days ago. A federal government institution going to court with guns, as if they're going for war. And the other criminalities is all over the places. Bandits, Asari Duku boys parading guns. Nobody's doing anything. And then so. I feel very sorry for this country. I really feel sorry for this country. The rule of law, what sustains democracy is the rule of law.
Let's hope that, just pardon me, let's hope that maybe they will be able to agree or arrive at a compromise at the end of the day. I mean, August 2nd is here. I know the federal government is trying to get a court injunction to stop NLC from proceeding, but let's hope that perhaps the conversation between the union workers and, of course, the federal government work out very well. But let's quickly look at these other stories before I let you go. Federal government is proposing and urging Nigerians to start using gas, or to switch to using natural or compressed natural gas. From PMS, you can now convert your vehicle to using
CNG.
Yes, CNG. So talk to us about this. Do you think this is a good alternative? Talk to us about this, please.
You see, that is why sometimes I feel sorry for the African countries, not only Nigeria, because other countries are advancing in technologies. So if to cushion the effects of this PMS, if the CNG will be able to partner effectively, it's not about coming on TV to analyze. I watched it on Arise TV when the young man was analyzing the situation, and he was saying in Edo State they started doing that in Edo State, in Abuja, another part of the country. This is a very good opportunity. That's why we're talking about the manpower capacity, the manpower development. Build capacity so that if you now build capacities, nobody will be even thinking about going to use the PMS, because gas is a little bit reasonably better in the area of price now compared to the fear we are all battling on this first subsidy removal. So if government can invest heavily, not only the federal government, the state governments, local government, the conversion of this fair car to gas and to the CNG is going to impact positively on the country, because you are going to reduce a lot of burden for Nigerians or to Nigerians, in the sense that technology will become a hallmark, for this government. That is, if they see the opportunity in this CNG partnership, because you cannot continue to run a government in isolation. You cannot continue to troop out graduates every year, and then you are going to talk about employment and so on. Right there from the institutions, let them start building capacity with these young people. This conversion, it shouldn't just be the workshop you go and convert. This is an opportunity for the educational sector to strengthen their sciences, the technological department, so that right from the university systems, before graduate, before they will graduate from the universities, they already know some of all these things, and they will start converting, and they're creating more opportunities and economic adventures for Nigeria, and then the economy will also grow better. Nobody will be bothered about fuel except those who want to use generator and so on. Of course, we have solar already now. We have other means of electricity and so on. So government must begin to see the need to partner with all these companies to see that at the end of the day, Nigeria become a better place for all of us.
Anyway, so in a nutshell, it's time to start looking away to, from a PMS to other alternatives. Good place to live.
Exactly.
Yes. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. Mark Ogu, Editor-in-Chief, African Watch Network. We appreciate you for coming on Business Breakfast. Do have a great day.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
And still to come after the break, I'll turn our attention to equities market as Nigeria's equities market witnessed its first decline this week by 0.5%. That's our next talking point. Please stay with us.